Cavern for a King, sub-level 20. There's one final treasure left. The real treasure was the Pikmin we grew along the way. So what's the final boss of this video game, huh? Pikmin final bosses have always been pretty darn crazy and required a lot of Pikmin. There is a chance I might need to retry this with the rewind time, depending on how crazy it is. Because I don't think I've ever cleared a Pikmin final boss on my first try. So, like, yeah, let's get prepared here. Louie! Oh, that's not ominous at all there, is it? There's no place left to run, Louie. It's time to give up and give in. Where's the dog? Tell us, right there. Without it, I'll never be able to cure Ochi. Go home! So, is this kind of like the Titan Dweevil in the sense that it seems like Louie's probably hijacked its mind? Oh. I thought it might just be like a cute, adorable, real-life kind of dog, but not quite. Okay. New creature discovered. We finally know what the dog's doing. Tail's probably a weak spot. Hold on. Yeah, I'm holding Y at the same time here as X. I don't know if it'll keep my charge. Okay, I don't think it does. Do I need to get you to run into these? Oh, I probably do. And then the tail. Lower its tail. Okay. So now... Oh, the belly. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so then you charge for this, right? Okay. Oh, dang it. Sounds like I can throw higher, but I think I need 15 there, though. Right? It's kind of the case. So I need you to hit one of these to lower your tail. Oh, but not with that attack. I mean, if I can get them up there, though. No, I don't think it's happening. Okay, gotta look out for the shadows and stuff. Has Louie hijacked its mind? Find a way to make it stay still. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? Well, so I basically gotta wait for you to do that one attack, I guess. So what's going on here? You keep on not doing it. Look alive. There it is. And then we do that. And then we do this. Ultra spicy spray. Okay. Get him. Throw him. I do not want a game over because... because I lost my judo. So, like... But how would I deposit them over there? And would he just go after him? I do know. I do wonder. Crap. Hold on. Can I pull this off? Oh my goodness, maybe I can. As long as you target not the captain. Alright, I think you're not targeting the captain. Cool. There's no rock to hide behind. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so if you just chill there where you're safe, that would be great. Yeah, here come the rocks. Okay, haven't lost any Pikmin yet. It can't be just that, then. Be too easy. No way. Refuse to believe it. And then from here, Louie pulls out a Titan Dweevil from his pocket, like I pulled Pikmin out of my pocket. My way, make it stay still. What do you think I've been doing? What do you think I've been doing here, huh? And then Wrong thing. I'm glad that it can't kill them by crushing them as it does that. If this was an earlier Pikmin game, that would definitely be the case where that would count as an attack that could crush them. You know, if that was Pikmin 1 or 2. No doubt there. Okay, yeah, it's not it with that. Whoa, okay. Oh, is my guy gonna be okay? Please don't hit him, please don't hit him. Crap. Get over here. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's not great. I'm just forcing my way through and whistling. Are you guys stuck up there? Still haven't lost any Pikmin, apparently. I don't know where some of them are. Get over here. Yeah, I'm basically just rolling the dice on my captain being okay back there. It's kind of the case. Should be pretty safe in the corner, though. So can I actually... Your tail is already kind of lowered, so like... Okay. Did I just hear a Pikmin die? Whoops. Let's see here. Bam! Get him on there! Guess I didn't hear a Pikmin die. After all. Alright, climb on. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have to keep track where they're bouncing around. All that. Yeah, if one of these random stragglers hits my captain, I'm screwed. So it is a little bit of a gamble here. Why do I keep on thinking that that's gonna be Ultra Spicy Spray? My game buttons mixed up with another Pikmin title there where it would have been like left on the D-pad. Okay. Okay. It's probably literally impossible to two-cycle them. I doubt that the gap is really that small. You know, it's probably just I'm doing so much damage that it advances to the next thingamabob. Wait. Okay, that's a kind of weird way to use that. Crap! Where'd they go? Okay, well, the tail's raised up now. I need to wait until you're doing the blarg, I think. What's going on? Yeah, I can't target that right now. Okay. Avoid those snowballs. Yeah, if I get purples on there, then I'm good. Come on. I never used any of my other consumables, like bombs and stuff like that on the previous bosses. Maybe I should have. Okay. Oh, he keeps on changing elements. I see. As long as you don't get my guy in the corner there. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna reach that far. That's good then. Crap, 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 crap. Oh, God. Well, knew that was gonna happen at some point. No way I was doing this deathless. Well, there they go. Come on. Okay. Oh, come on! Probably during that I need to get his tail, right? Probably. Oh, come on! Oh, crap! No! Ah! Maybe I really should just go with purple. They're not the easiest to get up there, but I only need like 2. Ah, crap! Yeah, this is the first run here. Is indeed. I guess those just stay there. Oh, come on! I was trying so hard to jump over. Dang it. Yeah, I thought the boss seemed a little bit too easy earlier. It all makes sense now. Come on. Okay. Yeah, this phase is definitely the hardest yet. Ugh. It's a very brief window there. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. The one super annoying move. At least it's not a insta-kill kind of thing. You know, at least I can whistle to them. Okay. Oh my goodness, are those additional locations? Holy crap. It doesn't replace the ones from before, it just adds additional ones. That is actually so rigged. Oh my god. If only we could reverse the clock. Nope. This is actually so awful. Holy crap. Yeah, it was funny earlier. I was thinking, you know, it seems a little bit easy. You know, Pikmin final bosses are usually, like, stupidly difficult at times. This is a bit more par for the course for a Pikmin final boss. Oh my god. Where's my purples? Throw them up there! Just get some on there! Let's kill these guys before they die. Oh, yeah, honestly. Ah, get over here, please. Okay. Oh, crap. It could also depend on which Souls board game we're talking about. Like, very first Dark Souls, the final boss of that one was a cakewalk, you know? The later ones, maybe not so much. And this is clearly not a cakewalk of a final boss. Holy crap. Yeah, the first couple of phases weren't that bad, but this... Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not getting it that time. I need to keep my Pikmin alive. Get over here. Crap, he's gonna get a couple that time. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Oh. Oh, I thought I'd get them up there. My god. Come here, please. All right. Wait, I can? Crap. Have I just been playing on the optional hard mode here by accident? Yeah, or glow. I think I might have accidentally been playing on the optional hard mode here. Did that Pikmin's cry just now? Wait, did he ate a yellow? Not a yellow, a white one. He must have. Oh, that's funny. This is why you need all the different elements. So you can destroy these things. Oh, I was just playing on the optional hard mode that entire time. Holy crap. Guess I'm not throwing that up there. Okay. Yeah, I fed the dog chocolate there. That's not gonna reach that far, is it? Oh no. I don't think it's reaching that far. Oh my god, I should not have switched. I don't know what these do if I leave them. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw that up there. Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay. Nom 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 nom. I can get a bone though, right? What damaged me though? I was thinking, gosh dang it, I was like, I'm just gonna heal after it's done. Is what I figured I'd do. But apparently, just him being on fire damaged me there or something. Can I rouse? What? What? All ice Pikmin lost. Oh, crap. No, I have to restart. It's rewind time. We want to just start from the beginning again? Oops. All right, that's not happening on the first go. I didn't actually realize that I could take out the thingamabobs. So I guess I was playing on the optional hard mode. Yeah, I can't choose what I'm bringing there though. I was playing on the optional hard mode. So if I just, you know, don't be so silly. Yeah, I run here. I do this. Now if OG's health starts getting low, I'll pull a bone out of the inventory there. But I'm gonna start throwing glow Pikmin at the electric thingamabobs. What I'm gonna do. Okay. Yeah, like this first phase was hella easy, but as it went on, it started to seem a bit more akin to a Pikmin final boss, you know. Darn you, Louie. Oh, I thought he was gonna do multiple jumps. I guess that's just later. I might not even need to use the ultra spicy spray. I'm gonna do a little bit under half his health anyway. Why am I still down? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not going for the ultra spicy spray script. Because there's only so much damage that I can do here at once anyway, in one go. And we're gonna hit that regardless, I think, right? Okay, maybe not quite. Maybe I will use the ultra spicy spray. And maybe it really is just this really tiny opening then. I have lots of spray that I can use, so it's no big deal. Okay. May as well have the charged up. We may as well here. I don't know what I took damage from. Okay. That'll get all these guys around here, right? Yep. That'll get them. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, it's on that initial getup that he, like, sends out a hitbox. I have lots of these from training. No! Why do I keep on... Okay, well, one's out on the field now, I guess. Wait, so can I just, like, strategically place them around the field or something? Okay, it's not the charge yet. Not quite yet here. But yeah, now that I have an idea of how this final boss works, I'll be able to do it a lot better. Oh, he can destroy those. Okay. Oh, come on! Come on! Come on! Okay. Okay. So yeah, he really is just exposed for a super short time. All right, now it's time for the frost one. Or I guess you're supposed to use ice Pikmin to take out the snowballs, right? That's gotta be it then. Like, you use the corresponding element to take out the thing. Surely. Oh my god. Right? Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Get up there. Alright. Is that rock music of my Pikmin game? Yeah, it sure is. No! No, 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 no! Crap! Oh, they kind of adjusted. I hate how he emits a hitbox on getting up. That's so dumb. I hate it when games do that. Please don't reach that corner. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Just get him. Throw the purples. Yeah, there's the hitbox on getting up. You love to see it. I have to throw myself the bone and then eat it. Wow, okay, that was a lucky break there. Okay, there's no reason to use the ultra spicy spray now then. Oh, come on. Okay, just chuck him. Alright, get on here. Get on. Okay. This one. Phase that caused me the most trouble. Yes, I can throw these here. No. Yeah, that does not bring the tail down. Alright, yeah, I was playing on the secret hard mode this whole time. No. No. How did no one die? Never mind. But yeah. Baby? Whoa, hold on. Alright, and yeah, now it's a lot easier without the doodles there. Without all the spinny thingamabobs. Alright. Okay, then we go here. And they'll bring it down to the next thingamabob anyway, so I don't need to be close. My chomping isn't gonna make any difference, I don't think, so let's not sustain the damage. Please. Oh. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. Yeah, might well be the case. Oh crap. Come on. Glow Pikmin do seem to be the way, but speedrunners would have to farm for glow Pikmin with like night expeditions. Which means that they probably wouldn't be using glow Pikmin all that much. Just the ones that they got, like, as required for beating the game. So those guys before they die, never mind. Which they should be getting a decent few from, you know, just playing and stuff. Should well do. Oh, got him. Oh, come on. Okay, time for fire. Okay. So know exactly what these do if I leave them. But I'm not gonna risk it. Nope. You're fine. You're okay, man. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, so around the back we're safe there from that. Okay. Need to not get damaged by him landing. Okay. And we back off. There we go. That's about as much damage as we can do at once. Gotta be the cap. They should just teleport to me when they're done with their things and they're idling. Yeah, there we go. Okay. From the flames. Wrong button there. Ultra spicy Sprite. Come on. Do this. We go here. We back the heck off. Whistle our guys. Okay. I think I get you now. I think I understand now how I do things. Okay, so those send additional shockwaves if I leave them. It does that. Okay. That's fine. Want to do your shockwave? Okay. No need to use the ultra spicy spray right now. Okay. So then we do this. Get him on there. And then... Come on here. Alright, and now he's... green? For what now? Oh, what?! Hold on, keep this charged up. Hold on. No, I can't throw those for anything. Oh, it just insta-kills them. It's the same effect as the Smoky Prog. Alright, well, it's a glow doggo. Oh yeah, maybe it is the glow Pikmin element then. In that case. This is what it's meant to be. It must be. Come on. Okay. Get them on there. But that was like exactly a third this time. It changes nothing. I always 3-cycle. This changes nothing. Okay. Yeah, it's that same Smoky Prog effect. That just insta-kill thing. Oh my goodness. Looking like the special attack of Pyramid Head and Dead by Daylight there. Okay. I was trying to be really careful not to throw him into the thing. I might need to Ultra Spicy Spray each round this time. Oh, crap. I thought that was enough and that you were looking at your thing. Okay. It's fine. Okay. Alright, that's another third. One more. Okay. So is it just the 3 basic elements and then like the 2 additional ones from Pikmin 4 here? There's not gonna be the elements of Pikmin 2 and 3 of the white, purple, rock, and wings Pikmin, is there? It's just the main 3 plus the Pikmin 4 ones? What? You raised your tail. I do not want to try stepping through these and seeing what happens. I'm worried about just losing all my Pikmin if I try that. Oh my, no! Oh my god! That is not okay! Oh, come on! How was I doing this before with him not doing that? So that's from up close. Does he lower the tail again after that? I might need a bite this time too then. I just lost all my Pikmin to that stupid attack. Nom 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 nom! Yeah, he does stay on the ground longer. It is only so much damage that you can do. But I don't have enough Pikmin to do significant damage anymore. Yeah, you go to hit the tail and then he does that, and that is not okay. That attack. That has got to be the most BS attack. If I had to pick one, it's definitely that one. Right when you go for his tail. So I guess you have to go after, right? Or what do you do? Dang it! That one attack, but now I know how to deal with it. Is this before the attack? Ah, it's a rewind time. It's at the beginning of that phase. I guess my character has full health, so I may as well go for it. Like, look how many Pikmin I had at the beginning of that phase. But this one specific phase. So I just really need to not be in range of that roar, or else I just lose basically all my Pikmin. Ah! It's a wait, 3 minutes? Alright, whatever. It is, isn't it? Come on, please. No! Oh, come on! It wouldn't be a Pikmin boss if it wasn't, though, let's be fair. Okay, you gonna do the roar? Does that bait you to do that? It doesn't! I could have gone for it there, man! Oh, crap. No, 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 no. Oh, things are growing well today, Pelago Stefan. What? That's not the right button to hold. Okay. Oh, it brought me back to when there was still like 1/3 gone though. But yeah, so at least if I bump into one of those, it doesn't insta-kill all my Pikmin, but it seems like it takes out 10 because I was at 97 before. So it chooses 10 to kill if you accidentally bump into one, which is still a pretty big yikes. All right, the purple ones because I need to throw. Oh, I have no idea how many that was. Oh God, oh God. Oh my God, this, oh. Gotta do the roar. There it is, step back. Lower your tail, please lower your tail. Lower it. Dang you. This has gotta be the last phase, right? I can jump these, right? Oh man. Roar. There's the roar. Okay, get in, lower your tail, please lower your tail. Oh, come on. I have to do it like right after you do that then, right? Okay. This is the time. This is the time, come on. Just don't land on me. Okay. Get him. Get him. No, oh, come on. That might be scripted to like have just the last notch of health maybe. I how Pikmin goes sometimes. But like, oh my God. Okay. Here comes a bazillion now. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Alright, do your beam one now. Do it, I dare you. There it is. Then we move in. Like that. I appreciate the follow there, DMK Pizza Guy. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Bam. Okay. Is that it? Cause yeah, that felt like a final phase there, that last one. With how much it can just delete your Pikmin. Is there gonna be traces of his cells on there that we can use? Louis? Oh, thank goodness. I think he's okay. Oh, what a grade A troublemaker. I couldn't have said it better myself. What about that giant dog? Looks like it got away. I don't know how we're going to cure Ochi now. There would be like hairs on the collar, right? There, the dog's collar. It must have fallen off. It could contain lingering particles or fur from that giant dog. If so, I may just be able to make a medicine after all. Phew, I'll take that tiny glimmer of hope for now. Grab that collar and let's go. Don't forget to secure Louis. I'm not sure my heart can take another high-stakes pursuit. Yeah, I knew the first credits were our fate credits just like Pikmin 2. And just, it's not done yet. And just like Pikmin 2, the second half involves going after Louis and eventually facing off against him at the end. You heard her. Let's get Louis out of here. Lock him up for a long, long time. Hakatate Freight employee Louis. Home planet Hakatate. Or for those who pronounce it Hakatate. Screw you. The quiet new driver and embodiment of the word troublemaker. He has a ravenous and alarmingly adventurous appetite. Well, there we go. Not sure what he's capable of. May need to tie him up later, just to be sure. Yeah, because that went well last time. Excellent. Now that you've secured the collar and Louis, head on back. I guess we beat the game now, right? Just started your PMD Sky adventure playthrough and saw that you were alive. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. Hope that you're enjoying the stuff with Sky there, and I think we just beat another game now with Pikmin 4. Hey, I managed to beat a game in one day. Cool. Giant Dog's collar has some fur on it. This should be enough to make a cure for Ochi. Maybe I'll create some completely new medicine while I'm at it. Yeah! Let's do it. And Louis does love his war crimes, doesn't he? Look at that! I think we did it! Probably. Yeah, and the glow Pikmin stay behind. Just like the, Bulbmin from Pikmin 2. Bye! Appreciate your help. Cavern for a king. Rescues Louis. Hakatate Freight employee. Look at all the sparklium. Look at it all. For those watching those YouTube live stream, yeah, easy plug. Easy plug right there. Yeah, like the one possible incentive, I mentioned it like during last night's stream. I always stream things, you know, in several hour sessions, and then I cut them up into parts, and then I queue them up for upload over on YouTube on like a daily basis in shorter parts. And after I cut up the previous streams, it cut up until like August 12th, I believe, is going until like part 29, and then and I've been shooting for like 6 hours, however many parts this is made by now. So this will easily have been over a month's worth of stuff. So hey, if you want to see stuff like this happening not a month late, over a month late, however long it ends up being, then come on and stop by here. Or wait, when you said like and subscribe, I thought about like the Twitch end of things, not the whatever. Gift of Friendship, Sunseed Berry, Pocket Airhead, because yeah, they go up at a much slower pace on YouTube. You know, even though daily is still super fast. But here, in terms of real lifetime, beat the game the day after it came out. Like, game hasn't even been out for 2 days yet. Juicy Gaggle, Blonde Imposters, Zest Bomb, Heroine's Tear, Cupid's Grenade, we got the Spring Crop series, Don't See It Specs, Fire Breathing Feast, Connection Detector, I guess not wrong, Trapalid, Foolish Fruit, Mysterious Carriage, Memory Fragment, Center Right, Unfinished Statue, Sphere of Desire, Neon Goo, Disc of Sorrowful Wisdom, Disc of Amusing Wisdom, Wayward Moon, Bright Sword, Heroic Sword, Dapper Blob, SS Peppermint, SS Berry, Planetary Rubber Cutie, Tremendous Sniffer, Orbital Communication Sphere, Talisman of Life Phoenix, Uniquely Yugu, Mechanical Harp Lullabies, yeah, because that was Piranha Plant Lullaby that it played, and Sticky Jewel. I think they did they need to get like some licensing from whatever company does ring pops? Something there? Investigation complete. We've cleared what I assume is the hardest cave of the game. Alright. Well, yeah, we lost a lot of warriors along the way there. We lost 105 Pikmin throughout that cave. And got no new ones, apart from the glow Pikmin from our pocket. Most of which were just lost at the final boss there. Like, man. Look at the Sparklim increase there. Above 20k now. Well. Wait, what would I keep exploring? What, is there something here if I keep exploring, like an Easter egg? Yeah. We salute you, brave soldiers who gave your lives. Man, that final phase. That's nasty. Like, the earlier phases were a bit more forgiving. But man, that one, with like the insta-kill things everywhere and the roar that scatters them all, and you're stunned a little bit before you can call them. That's nasty. I thought I hit keep explore. Oh, keep exploring for out here, I guess. When you're done exploring, meet me back at the rescue command post. I'm eager to get my hands on those cells to make Ochi's medicine, of course. Yeah, it really is, isn't it? I only have 8 white Pikmin now. I'm depositing them all, I don't need them. Screw it. I can still do a little bit today. Oh, never mind. No, I can't. I mean, I guess I can move this closer. Oh my god. Move it slightly closer. Never mind. Never mind. You can have it. You can have it, I guess. Alright. Look at that. Oh, look at the lighting in this game. It's so cool. Well, we did it. We have brought peace to PNF 404. There we go. But yeah, I guess I got into that cave semi-late. Or I guess I was in there so long because it was a 20-floor one that it basically had to be by the end of the day. Okay. My goodness, my heart. Yeah, it wouldn't be a Pikmin 2 sequel without second half centering around Louie and facing off against him on the top of some creature at the end after an insanely long cave, you know? It just wouldn't be Pikmin 2 otherwise, you know? Oh, man. What a video game here. So now we're gonna see the actual ending and credits and stuff. It's not gonna be a prank this time, I assume. Probably not. Co-op mode. P2 can toss small stones. Missions. The pin mission. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Exploration results, day 27. We got this random, I forgot about that random leafling. And we rescued Louie. There we go. Sparklium discovered, yep, a lot of stuff, as a matter of fact. Considering we did the, final dungeon there. Yeah, officers, arrest that man, please. Complete! Like, is Louie really just the true antagonist of Pikmin? That's kind of what it feels like here sometimes. No. Alright, there we go. Wow. That's a lot of sparklium. Sweet. Alright, we're up to 54% there now. Wait, is it telling me that I have... No, I just gained 0 purple Pikmin and white Pikmin. I was like, I didn't lose that many, right? Oh, man. Welcome home, Ochi. And you too, Harmonia. They did it! A magnificent feat. Yes, yes, good work. Now I need to harvest some of the fur, so give me that collar. Hey, that thief drank almost all my juice. Now there are only 2 left. And we'll be needing those to create the curative medicine. That's right. It's too bad, though. It's just so delicious. Speaking of medicine, we need it right away. Yanni, please hurry. I'll have it done by morning. I suppose now is a good time for Louie and I to have a little chat. Give us a minute. No need to untie him just yet. Okay, please remember to keep it civil. No, don't. Alright, yeah. We saw the doggo. Giant dog's collar has some fur on it. This should be enough to make a cure for Ochi. Maybe I'll create some completely new medicine while I'm at it. You know, I don't think that boss was as unforgivable as the Titan Dweevil. Especially during the earlier phases. But my god, that... Man. Alright. Alright, Ochi, let's get you cured. Indeed. I'll administer the medicine now. Alright. There we go. Neat. It worked! His tail! It's back to normal! Ah, thank the universe. Ochi can come home with us. Okay, Moss, you're up next. It appears to have no effect on Moss. She was born with her leaf tail. There may be no way to revert her condition. Did Olimar say that he found Moss on this planet, or... There must be some way to cure her. It's alright, Colin. This is how it's meant to be. But, Olimar... Moss was born and raised on this planet. It would be wrong to change what she is for reasons she can't comprehend. This is her home. It's where she belongs. Are you sure? No. I changed my mind. I am. I know it's how Moss feels, too. We all have our own homes to get back to. And I think it's time we said goodbye to this planet and leave like the last 20, 30 some people that are still left here stranded. That I haven't rescued yet. Officers, prepare for our voyage home. Copy that. Mission cure Ochi. We cured Ochi. There we go. With everyone's help, Ochi's tail has been cured. Now we can all get off this planet together. Thank goodness. Except for the people that were leaving here. What if we just leave Louie here? It seems like he wants to be left here. You know? Why are we taking him with us? Our flight path is clear, and all safety mechanisms are in good working order. All officers are prepared for takeoff. Now the game is truly being primary engine ready. Alright, ready for launch. Can't help but think of those castaways we never had a chance to save. Oh well! Let's return home now to realign our mission with HQ. It's not an easy decision to make, but it's time to go. Oh, maybe I got best ending after I get them all? Something like that. And this will just be like the okay ending. Something here. As a shepherd, launch. Copy that. I hope it's not one of those games that puts me like before the final boss. After you've beaten it. Like, go rescue all the castaways and then defeat Louie and get the ending again for the best ending. Hopefully it's just like we get to HQ and then it's like, alright, HQ wants you to go back and get the rest of the castaways, and then you do that, and then you can get the best ending or something like that. You know? Yeah, I sure hope so. Going where he's meant to be the Hakatate Slammer. We'll see here. Final boss rating, what, in terms of difficulty? It's tricky to say, because the final boss of Pikmin 1, you know... Oh, there is the... They are out there! They are out there somewhere. I just need to come back and find them, right? Final boss of Pikmin 1 can be like either the easiest final boss or the hardest one. Carrying the red one there. So it's hard to say. But if you're assuming it's not too bad, I would probably say Titan Weevil and then that one. Maybe. And then Plasm Wraith and then Pikmin 1. But, you know, if you don't go into it with the right strategy, Titan Weevil, then the Pikmin 1, and then this, and then Pikmin 3, I think. Difficulty. Oh. So... But I guess there are indeed purple and white onions, then. In that case, I'm gonna have to set out and find. Oh, that's a cool shot. Well, I guess we did it this time. But we're probably gonna be told to go back, get the rest of the Dudos, and then I can get the last 2 onions, right? Maybe there'll be one final area where I get the last 2 onions. Maybe. I don't know. Like, there's still a lot of content here. Even with just, like, the caves and stuff that I missed, and Olimar's, you know, side story thingamabob there. Alright, well, I did it in under 20 hours. It looks like there's a total of 50 Dudos to rescue. Remaining 1,200 Pikmin, I lost 344, a lot of which was there at the end. Oh, and you can see, like, your progress on the various thingamabobs. So yeah, I could have 100%ed them all before doing that. But I figured I'd keep on going, see what kind of onions I can get, and then make things easier. I might 100% this game. It's not like it was super duper long. And, you know, my game queue isn't too crazy right now, and I do love me some Pikmin. I could see myself 100%ing it. I do want to showcase Olimar's story there. You know, depending on how long it is absolutely the kind of thing that, you know, some games might reserve for DLC or only add in when there's like a deluxe version later, like with Pikmin 3 Deluxe adding that with challenge mode. But this just has it right in there. And I am intrigued to see what it's all about and stuff. Apparently there's only 5 creatures that I haven't seen. Picklepedia. They have to be bosses to, like, caves and stuff then, right? There's just 5 bosses that I haven't seen. It's gotta be that. Yo. Alright, well. We lost over half of the purple and white Pikmin populations. We didn't lose a single winged Pikmin. The winged Pikmin are the only population that didn't have a single casualty. Wow. Alright. Yeah, Pikmin cap 100. Wow. When you resume your rescue file, you can continue playing from where you left off. Okay. Well, alright then. Yeah. Well, there's Pikmin 4. I will come back to playing this game. You know, sometimes after I beat a game, I say, you know, if I'm feeling spicy, I'll come back to playing it, but otherwise, I'm done. You know, I'm definitely coming back to play more of this. This is not the end of our journey. Like, that's the end of the thingamabob there. Yeah, I'm sure the population will definitely suffer. I really enjoyed that game. Usually during the credits is when I give my full review, but, you know, I guess I can do, like, a short version here. I already gave one during, like, the first credits that the game rolled. So I don't know what I can say here, if I'm just gonna, like, repeat myself or what the heck. I'll just go through the various aspects. Let's start with the gameplay. For one, I thought it was really intriguing to get Pikmin types before you got their onions. Like in Pikmin 2, you would never get onions for purple and white Pikmin. They would just be like the exclusive thing that you could only get from like the candy pop buds in caves. And you might need to farm them there. I know you needed to farm purple Pikmin for that one weight treasure there. But you know, they would just be precious because you could never get their onions. But in this game, it was more like you could get different types of Pikmin from both caves and exploring around and stuff. And when you'd get their onions, you wouldn't know, and they would become like precious resources until that point. So I'd always try to make like getting a new onion a priority in each new area where I could. So I thought that was kind of neat. It made me value the Pikmin a lot more. I didn't think I would use the rewind as much as I actually ended up doing. You know, I was like, you know, part of the fun of Pikmin is there's some mistake that happened. You lose several of your Pikmin, and now you need to take a while like rebuilding the population, like recovering from that. But when you have Pikmin that you don't have onions for, it's easier said than done, and I didn't really want to go and like spend my streams farming in caves and stuff like that. So I appreciate the rewind feature. I honestly thought at first I was just gonna be like a band-aid for those that were like too heartbroken for losing Pikmin that they couldn't replenish easily if they just take the time for it and, you know, live with the consequences. But it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. Plus, you know, also being in caves and not being able to get out more. Well, I guess you can get out more with glow Pikmin in your pocket, but, you know, not a massive ton there. I do have to say, glow Pikmin in your pocket, that was pretty cool there. I did like being able to do that. I thought that the idea of only being able to have 3 different Pikmin types out on the field at one time was interesting. It would mean that you would have to strategize a little bit for what Pikmin you would have out and about. I did like that it would also say, like, recommended these, and then you should be able to get through this area with just these. Because this game having, what, like 9 Pikmin types now? 8 plus the glow Pikmin, because you can't exactly have the glow Pikmin out during the day. I guess it would make sense that it would be a bit much to cycle through, a whole lot to keep track of for the various different things. So it makes sense designing the areas in mind for only like 2 or 3 Pikmin types and being able to get through with just those types, instead of being like, oh yeah, here's like a bazillion things to keep track of with all the different Pikmin. So I didn't mind that it was only 3 out at once. And in caves, having multiple different types there could be intriguing. What with, you know, changing some around with the candy pop buds and all that. I thought that was kind of neat. I really liked what they did to Pikmin capacity. In the previous games, it was just, yeah, right from the get-go, you can take out up to 100 Pikmin. Whereas this, getting like the various expansion onions around to slowly expand it up to 100, starting from like 20, I think the starting was, I thought that was really cool. So you start out with just like a small Pikmin population. You can kill as many things and as many pellets, and I almost said power pellet like it was Pac-Man. I don't know if they're called power pellets in this, just the pellets. You can get as many of those as you want, but you're not going to be able to get more Pikmin out on the field. Like, your efficiency, your Dandori can only go so far. So you would want to get these expansion onions. It's like, 10 more Pikmin out on the field. Now you can do a lot more stuff. Now it has opened up more options to you. I think that's pretty cool, you know? And I quite like that. I think, honestly, my favorite thing about the gameplay was just the sheer variety in it compared to the previous Pikmin games. I was mentioning this during my review during the initial credits, where the closest thing that I can think of to draw on as an example was Pokemon Coliseum. Earlier this year, I played Pokemon Coliseum for the first time. Well, I've played it before, I just never beat it. I never got all that far in it. I played it all the way through to beating it for the first time, I should say. And got a proper taste of it and stuff. I wanted to see, you know, all these great things that people have been saying about it. And I thought it was pretty alrighty, you know, I thought it was pretty decently solid, but I had my fair share of complaints, and the biggest complaint that I had with it was just how repetitive it was. In Pokemon Coliseum, it was like, battle, just one after another, almost endlessly, the occasional cutscene here and there, but mostly just like endless battles. And the battles would, like, the enemies would have such good, like, levels, and also have, like, some pretty crazy strategies that you basically had to use the legendaries, and you had to grind through more and more battles on the side, and I was getting so bored of just doing battle after battle after battle after battle nonstop, and that, like, it was too repetitive. It made me very much appreciate how diverse main series, well, my main series Pokemon isn't that diverse in what you do, but by comparison of that, it definitely is. Like, go battle some trainers, battle some wild Pokemon. They replace something like Heart Gold and Soul Silver there. Maybe you'll go get some apricots, maybe make some Pokeballs. Chat with some people in town. take on the gym challenge. Maybe do some side activities like contests if you're playing, original Diamond Pearl Platinum and not BSP. All these various things that kind of balance out what you're doing. Or maybe there's a rival battle here before you go onto this route. There's several different things that make it so you're not just doing the exact same thing endlessly in a row. And I never really got all that bored with Pikmin before. Like, Pikmin is really satisfying, practicing that Dandori, getting all the parts and stuff and getting gradual progress as you expand your Pikmin population. I never saw myself getting all that bored, but it has come to my realization that, the prior games would have been a lot more repetitive. It was just like day cycle after day cycle after day cycle after day cycle, and occasionally unlocking new areas and stuff, but fundamentally, the gameplay pretty much remaining the same, apart from getting like new Pikmin types that let you do different things and access new areas. Fundamentally, the gameplay remains exactly the same, and you're doing it over and over again, day after day after day. But, there were some other modes in Pikmin 2 already. Was there a challenge mode in Pikmin 1? Pikmin 2 had a challenge mode that you could access from the main menu. Like, if you want to back out of the main story and just do, like, the challenge mode on the side there. Pikmin 3 had a lot of side modes, especially on the Switch there, the deluxe version. Like, the whole side story, challenge mode, the multiplayer versus, stuff like that. But you're not really going to be doing them as you're going through the story. If you're just doing the story, it's still just the same, like, day after day after day after day of basically the same gameplay. Whereas in this, all the additional other modes were factored into the same thing. They're all in one place. Like, if I press any button here, the only options here are story, the versus mode, because this is obviously where you'd select if you were going, like, with 2 players against one another. And, oh, rewatch cutscenes you've seen thus far. What? Cutscenes don't get all that crazy in this game. Oh, it's just the semi-crazy ones. Okay, so there's 4 that I'm missing. Probably if I get everyone there. Probably if I do Olimar's story and then I save everyone. Okay, interesting. But yeah, there's like the versus mode here, which makes sense for selecting from the main menu. But then all the other modes are all part of the story. They're all factored in. In addition to the Pikmin 2 caves, the style of caves all around, there's also the Dandori battles, where you go up against an AI, being like Leafy Olimar or Louie there. There's also like the Dandori challenges, which are basically just challenge mode. So, doing like the time trial, try to collect all the things, try to practice good Dandori, go into a plan, see if you can collect all the things before the time limit is done. That was really cool. It really helped create diversity in the game there. And then if you didn't get a perfect score, you eventually save people that come to the camp and, give you the option to replay them and, get new high scores, try to get the perfect medals on all of them, get the platinum medals on all of them with the perfect scores and stuff like that. So, in the previous games, if you want to do these side modes, you need to back out of the main story and then do a little bit of the side mode, then come back into the main story if you want to have that same diversity. But chances are you're not going to be doing that. You're just going to be committing to the main story and then maybe doing, like, the other things some other time if you feel like doing the other things some other time. You wouldn't be doing them during the story back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, I wouldn't think, unless you're just, like, the weirdest player ever. So this, like, forcefully including it there creates a degree of diversity that hasn't been seen in any of the previous Pikmin games by changing up how you're playing there, And with things like Dandori Battle, this is something that I never really get to play. I don't know people who play Pikmin. I don't have anyone I can play this against. I wish that you could play it online, like you could play Mario 3D World online, but Pikmin doesn't quite get the same privilege either with this game or like Pikmin 3 Deluxe, sadly. Because there's people online that I could play it with, but in person, nobody plays Pikmin. I can't play this with anybody. So in Pikmin 3, I played Dandori Battle like once ever at like a family gathering, but having to go a little bit easy because, again, none of my family plays Pikmin. So I'm like the only one that plays Pikmin. So I never really got to experience Dandori Battle all that much. It just was one of those game modes that I couldn't play because I didn't have any friends that also played the game. So it made it a game mode that I could never really sink my teeth into. So by factoring it into the story as well with AI there, it let me actually play Dandori Battle and actually have it be the kind of thing where, it's kind of like the challenge mode as well, where I can strive for high scores. I can try to get like the platinum medal by winning by so much. And I like that. I finally got to try that out. And in addition to those existing game modes, this game also introduced like a brand new game mode that the Pikmin series hasn't seen before, being the nighttime expeditions. That was actually pretty cool. Turning it into like the tower defense, you only have one type of Pikmin, the glow Pikmin. How do you budget your time? Do you try to make more glow Pikmin with the star bits that are out? Let's face it, it's star bits. I don't even remember what the game called it, but they're star bits. You know, do you try to get more glow Pikmin? Do you try to hold off the foes that are coming after you? Like, you would always have to start by expanding your... Why does it always lag, like, for a frame there at the beginning? It freezes for, like, a brief moment there. It's so weird. Anyway. It would always seem like you would have to start out building up your glow Pikmin population, but at what point do you say, this is enough, time to fight? Or do you fight while collecting stuff? I'd always, like, fight while trying to collect the rest of stuff there. It was... And then switching between, like, your character and Ochi there. I thought that was, pretty neat. I like the nighttime explorations, and then factoring it in as something that isn't just an optional thing, something that you do have to do by having it be the source of getting the cure to, like, cure the leafy doodles. I thought that was pretty cool. So, I think that my favorite part of this game, in comparison to the previous Pikmin games, is honestly just its diversity in all the game modes and stuff that you're playing as the story goes on. Like, the other games are so similar from day to day to day to day, apart from, like, the new Pikmin and areas. This is the most diverse Pikmin game yet. This was great, you know? The new Pikmin types are pretty cool. The, glow Pikmin with, you know, having them at night, them teleporting to you, budgeting your time with that, and being able to farm some by doing the nighttime explorations. The nighttime explorations also rewarding you with glow Pikmin that you can put in your pocket, that you can pull out of your pocket in a pinch in the caves. I thought that was really cool, and they really carried me in the, in the final cave there. That was, I really like that. So then there's extra incentive to do more nighttime explorations. So if you lose more Pikmin in a cave, you can pull more glow Pikmin out of your pocket. I like that. That was neat. I approve. And then the ice Pikmin. They were cool too. So it's like they were really OP in terms of like defeating enemies because you could just freeze them and then destroy them. But there's the trade-off of you no longer get the enemy's corpse. Like, I farmed up Pikmin populations so fast the moment I got onions there. So, you know, I guess it's not that bad of a trade-off. Yeah, it always lags right that one moment there. That's so weird. I do like the idea of the trade-off, where it's like, yeah, you can basically put it into easy mode and take them down easy peasy, and that can also help for, you know, newcomers that want to find, like, more workarounds to defeating foes. Especially considering how unforgiving Pikmin can be sometimes, where if you're not freezing them and you're throwing Pikmin at some dudos, they're just gonna be gobbling up your Pikmin until you take them down a lot of the time, unless you know the exact strat to avoid that, you know. So, I do like the alternative of having ice there. I do feel like there should have been more of a trade-off, maybe, because losing their corpse is really not that big a deal. I don't really know how you would implement more of a trade-off. I do like there being a trade-off, but it really is not hard to build up Pikmin populations in this game. Like, the moment I unlocked an onion and started farming there, I would look in the, you know, the little hub area and be like, all right, should I farm up some more while I'm here? And I see that I already have close to 100, and it's like, oh, wow, that was fast. You know, and it could also be because I'm super experienced at playing Pikmin, so I'm able to build up those populations really fast and know what to do. I don't know. But yeah, it was really not that big of an issue building up Pikmin populations the moment you had their onion. Which, again, I do think that's really interesting, going for a while without having onions of some of these Pikmin types. And then eventually you find their onion later on, and it's like, aha! Like, this reward here that I've been wanting for so long. What other positives can I have here? I do like how the two different characters that you played as actually play differently. You know? In the previous couple Pikmin games, when you played as multiple characters that you switch between, they would play exactly the same, just like reskins of each other that you switch between for the sake of, like, efficiency and stuff. Whereas in this, having different abilities, what with the captain being able to give the charge command, and Ochi being able to ram and jump. I thought that was cool, so you play them a little bit differently. Especially when you're using glow Pikmin, and you can make that big glow blob with the captain, but not with Ochi there to give a little bit more diversity. You know, I thought that was pretty cool. So it's not just switching between two of the exact same character to multitask two different things at once, but rather switching between like two different playstyles, and you might have to consider which one would I rather have in each place. And the fact that Ochi can also haul things. Like, maybe I'd want to keep doing things with my captain over here, but Ochi, I might want to throw some Pikmin over here and then haul this thing himself, you know? I thought that was cool and really opened up some strategic depth. I thought that was really neat there. What other things might I have positive in terms of gameplay? The amount of throwbacks in this game, like the recurring bosses and stuff like that I've been seeing in the series before, that was really cool. like my heart sunk initially on seeing it, but in hindsight, the double water wraith floor, like that's pretty cool. You know, the previous Pikmin games have had the Emperor Bull Blacks. You know, it's been basically every single Pikmin game since the first. But you know, it's been a cakewalk since the first game. And there was many in this game that, you know, weren't that bad. It would try to up it by having like 3 in that one room, and it's like, oh, okay, now it's a threat. And then later on in that dungeon, having one that basically is the Pikmin 1 final boss again, like the freaking massive one. I was like, oh, okay, this one's not as much of a cakewalk as the others. You know, hold on, where's that one meme that I have? Where it's like, let's see here. Where's the thingamabob? For Pikmin 1, Pikmin 2 here. Hold on. I know I have it in my Pikmin memes here. Here it is. This one, I believe. Like, this is basically the way that it was. Where it's like, they used him as the final boss in the first game. And then from there, it was just like, yeah, he's just here for fun, but he's really not going to be a threat to you. And, you know, this game kind of started doing that. But then it's like, nope, here's 3 and they're a threat that way. And then here's one that's the same threat level. Well, maybe not the same threat level as the final boss of Pikmin 1. But it feels like it at first, and, you know, has the same scale and a much higher level of danger than has previously been seen. Like, second highest level of danger for that creature, the first highest only being when it was the final boss of Pikmin 1. I thought that was cool. You know, all the throwback bosses and the ways that they were used. It was pretty neat. And you know that they put in those 2 water wraiths to make longtime players' hearts just sink at seeing it. You know, that was pretty neat there. What other positives do I have in terms of gameplay here? I do like the return to Pikmin 2 style. I like how there's now 2 games in the Pikmin 1 style, 1 and 3 with the time limit, and there's 2 in the more relaxed pace, 2 and 4 here, of just like go around and it's a collectathon. You know, it's try to be efficient, but at the end of the day, it's a collectathon. And I honestly think before that Pikmin 2 was my favorite game in the series. Like, I do kind of like the time limit, having a little bit of challenge and extra incentive to be efficient. But I feel like when you do a style like 2, it gives a lot more opportunity for it to be a collectathon. You can have treasures all over the place, and that's what Pikmin 2 was. Go around to all the caves, collect all the treasures, eventually face off against Louis and the Titan Dweevil. And it was pretty cool. It was really fun to play with friends. I really like that 3-player playthrough. And I kind of like that this collectathon here again. I definitely would not mind if there was a future Pikmin game that did go back to the time limit style. Like, I'm okay with both. But I do like that there's now 2 games of each, rather than just like, here's 1 game of this style, Pikmin 2, and that's it. And then here's like 3 games of this style. I do like the diversity here. That's definitely appreciated. What other positive things do I have in terms of gameplay here? This kind of plays into a little bit of graphics as well, and like visuals and aesthetics and stuff like that. There's just the general level designs and stuff like that around. I thought they were cool. I thought they were fun to play. I enjoyed them. It was pretty good there. Have any other positives in terms of the gameplay here? Oh yeah, upgrading Ochi. Ochi was pretty cool. What with even outside of the switching between there, being able to ride around, have your Pikmin all there instead of straggling around and being more susceptible to attacks. Very much like that. Being able to upgrade Ochi and develop the abilities as you rescue more people. That I thought was pretty cool. I quite enjoyed that. The fact that there's side quests in this game, that's pretty neat there. It's great how all the onions are back into one again. And I am glad that they did, this is more like visuals, but I am glad that they didn't do like the weird color mix of Pikmin 3. Because with all the different Pikmin types that there are in this, you wouldn't be able to tell them apart if they were all cycling colors. You know, so it makes more sense the way that they did here for this specific title. Yeah. What other positives might I have for gameplay? I might have some other stuff that comes back to me. Oh, I like the gear upgrade system, like raw materials and upgrading your gear and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. Like, here's a precious resource that you should accumulate whenever you see it, because you can use it to get permanent upgrades for you and Ochi, and it's also how you're gonna build bridges there. Like in previous Pikmin games, it was always, here's pieces that are somewhere nearby, figure out how you get your Pikmin to go from point A to point B. Now it was just like, hey, here's a valuable resource that you can find around that you can use for all these purposes, which, you know, you can easily run out of if you put into too many upgrades and find yourself getting stumped like I did there. I thought the raw material thing was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. Do I have any off the top of my head thingamabobs for gameplay? There might be some stuff that comes back to me. How about some negatives for the gameplay? I really wish that there was a different button that you could hit to pull up that menu by holding Y. Like, Y is by default the button for getting on and off Ochi, and you have to hold it if you want to access dismiss, swap between the two, or give the one that you're not controlling orders, or go into your pack there. So what would happen, and I voiced this throughout this playthrough, is I would start holding Y, and the menu wouldn't come up, so I would naturally think that, like, I started holding it too early or something came up there where it didn't work. So I would release Y, thinking that it failed, and then the menu would come up right then, but right as I'm releasing it, so the menu closes, so then I instinctively hit Y again, like, holding it down, and then my brain does the exact same thing, like, just chalk it up to being a gamer for so many years, where once again I start holding Y, the menu doesn't come up, so I release Y, right as the menu comes up, and then it goes away, and it would just cycle back and forth like that. Like, were there any buttons that weren't being used? There was these for cycling Pikmin. There was that for lock-on. Was ZL anything? It might have been, like, turning the camera like Pikmin 1 and 2 ZL, maybe. I don't know if I tried it. A and B interacting with things, I guess, and canceling with B. While I was getting on and off Ochi, X was holding for charge. The D-pad you could assign things to there. Whoops, I did not mean to press things there. You know, it would have been nice if there was just, like, a quicker way to do it. Or if you didn't have to hold Y as long. Because it just felt a little bit annoying as I'm trying to switch. I'm fairly certain that in Pikmin 3, it was just D-pad, right? Where you could switch between the different captains on the D-pad, and they would be really quick then. This didn't feel as oriented towards the idea of you having, you know, your characters in different places. This felt more like it intends for you and Ochi to be together, but having them separate is an option if you so choose to. And it's a little bit more inconvenient to get to with having to hold the button and stuff. And I wish that there was just like a quick button for dismiss Ochi, you know? Because if the two of us are traveling together, then there's no easy way to just be like, oh yeah, let's command Ochi to set on his own. I wish that on the menu, like when you hit plus to see the map, I wish that you could select either your character or Ochi and tell them where you want to go. But nope, you need to separate them from the squad, or like just give orders there to go to like the base or somewhere else, switch to them, cancel them going there, then open the map and then tell Ochi the new place that you want them to go. It's just a little bit too much of jumping through hoops that wasn't really a problem in Pikmin 3, you know? You could have just told the other captains where you want them to go, or you could select them with the cycling thing or up, throw them, and then tell them where to go. I'm fairly certain, at least it's been a little while since playing. Whereas this was, you know, tell Ochi to go somewhere, switch to Ochi, cancel, open the map, then tell Ochi where you want to go. Like, they could have definitely simplified that. It's a little bit more convoluted than it has to be. Like, it's not hard to do, it's just annoying, you know, is the case. So I wish that wasn't the case. It definitely could have been streamlined a little bit. Another thing that I thought of that is actually a good thing, I did like some of the additional quality of life things that they introduce. Like, here's an item, here's an infinite use item, so basically like a piece of equipment that you can use to send all the idling Pikmin to your base, or all the idling Pikmin to this current location. That was a nice thing. I like that. That was a nice quality of life thing. That was pretty neato there. I did like how the smart motion is back. If you're holding throw, then you can move the controller around and try to get like precise aiming. I do kind of wish that there was an option in the menu to just like turn off the rigid L movement, left stick movement completely, and then just have exclusively the smart motion aiming, so that you can, you know, be moving forward while aiming behind you, even if you're not locked onto something. The only way that you could do that in this game is by locking on. So I did like that there was smart motion aiming, but it was only while you already had a Pikmin ready, while you were holding A, getting ready to throw them. You couldn't just do it while moving around the field and moving your reticle around. So I feel like I would have much preferred myself doing something like that. I guess this way, you know, it's a lot more beginner friendly and stuff, but I wish that there was just an option to enable that to be the alternative, because I probably would have had like a much better field day with that. It was kind of annoying trying to have to get the exact lock on for things instead of just like aiming right for it, especially when there's things around me, you know, and I feel like I would have been able to manage things better. The lock on for the most part works pretty well. Like, here's all these targets around me and it'll target them. Sometimes it would get kind of sticky and it would target the thing that I didn't actually want to target. I'd be like, no, I don't want to throw at that. And that's also where I wish that I could also have, again, that option in the menu to just have the smart motion. Then I could aim at target A, then aim at target B. Like, just with my own aiming, with my own skill, with my trained US sniper 300 confirmed kills aimed there, instead of just succumbing to whatever the game feels like locking onto at that given moment. For the most part, the lock-on worked pretty well, especially when there's only, you know, a couple targets and, you know, there's stuff around me and stuff. But, you know, when there was a couple targets in close proximity and I really wanted to target one, it would sometimes screw me a little bit. Or if there's like some enemy right next to treasure and it starts locking onto the treasure and I start throwing the Pikmin at the treasure and then the enemy starts gobbling them up. It's like, no, come on, really? You know, so that was a little bit irksome. And another thing that I feel like they did for the sake of newcomers to the series that just screws longtime players like me is the cooldown on throwing Pikmin when you're at capacity for something. Like whether it's a Bulborb that you killed that'll only go up to 3, or, you know, whether it's a panel that you have to pull down that'll only go up to 20, or, you know, a candy pop bulb that will only let you throw in 5. Once you've thrown that many, there's like a 1 or 2 second cooldown before you can throw more Pikmin in that direction, is the thing. Because I guess the devs figured like, oh, if they're throwing Pikmin to, you know, gather some enemy or something like that, if we don't do this, then they'll accidentally throw too many Pikmin that are needed. And then, you know, more than are needed will start carrying it. You know, and then they don't have as many Pikmin in their squad. Or in the case of pulling down one of those panels, like, if we don't stop the player from throwing for a couple seconds here, then they might accidentally, and they're spamming, you know, throw Pikmin into the abyss or like whatever is underneath the panel there by accident. And we wouldn't want that to happen to players. Honestly, my stance is just like, suck it up. The players will learn. They'll learn to count in their head. You know, I wasn't always perfect in like my number of Pikmin throwing, but you know, I was pretty close sometimes. And wait, if that's the way that it works, I didn't even have to count. I could have just spam thrown and it would have been the exact number anyway, because it's the way this game works. I wish that, wait, is that an option in the menu? I was going to say, I wish that was an option in the menu. Maybe it is, I never even noticed. I'll see if I can retract this statement on this thingamabob real quick. We'll see if there's a cutscene here immediately. But, you know, the way that it was in the previous Pikmin games is like, you just count. You know, you just count it out. If something needs like 3, if there's a bunch of Bulbors around that need 3 to haul them, you just count like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 as you aim them around. Whereas this game is just like, you just spam throw and it'll stop you when you've reached capacity. And then if you actually did want to throw more than are the minimum amount, like you wanted to haul the thing faster, then you have to wait a couple seconds for no reason. Then the game devs thought that you didn't want to throw that many when maybe actually you do, you know? It doesn't make any sense. Hold on, let's see this real quickly. What's going on here? Did everyone forget how to prepare for launch? If I may be so bold, Captain, how could we even consider making our return while we know there are still castaways out there? Alright, so yeah, alternate ending here. Yeah, Louis just chilling there now. With the gear and items created in my mind and forged by my very own hands, combined with the strength of our team, my point is rescuing all the castaways on this planet is still an achievable goal. So I guess we need the true ending that way. I'll probably go for it, yeah. Plus, we have yet to hear the remainder of all of our shipwreck tale. And yeah, I want to see that too. I believe I speak for all the castaways you've rescued when I say, well, do whatever it takes, whatever the rescue corps requires. My brain autofilled that in. Well then, let's put off our departure for a bit longer. Officers, do what needs to be done. In the meantime, Bernard, make all the necessary preparations so we can return home as soon as we're ready. Copy that. I'll be standing by and ready for takeoff at a moment's notice. Yeah, so we'll get true ending after that. Oh, right. Administer the cure at once. Yes, Captain. Maybe I should have saved this for the next time that I streamed. Holy crap. Because I'm done streaming Pikmin for tonight. I just want to get my review done. I want to check the settings here and stuff. See if there's anything I missed. Research Task Force Recruit Kit. Home planet Sigure, an expert in minerals and social niceties. He joined the task force to study raw materials alongside former classmate Osa. Our work doesn't end here. It's our duty to care for and protect anyone we've rescued and hear what they have to say. Alright, yeah, we cured some leaflings and stuff. Hold on. Let's see here. Settings. Yeah, so that's just, you know, those controls. Motion controls on, off. And you can just invert them there. That's all that is. Pimple picture, radar map fixed, actions, quick. Wait, what does that mean? Wait, what does that mean? Hold on. Was that what the option was? Like, will it stop me? Oh. And if I... spam A this time... Okay, no, it's making no difference there. I guess you can just throw multiple there. Hold on, it'll probably stop me with some of a different type here, right? Right? So hold on, if I spam A... Maybe it's just on hauling things? Hold on. Wait for science. Dang it. Hold on, for science here. So if I try to spam A here with this set to quick. No, it still stops me. That's the cooldown. So if I just mash A here. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. I guess they really didn't want their players to count or to get used to counting. They were just like, yeah, let's forcefully handhold for the exact number because that's all our players are going to want to do, right? Hello, hello, Eagle. How's it going today? No, I wanted to see that. I wanted to see what was going on there. Man. Louis has a thing to say? Okay. But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, this seems to be about the same duration. So, I'll talk to Louis during the next time we stream, I think. Yeah, so that seems to be about the same duration there. I don't know what quick means then. But yeah, and nice. Anyway, wrapping up my review there. I think, was there anything else con-wise for gameplay that I had? Oh, one thing that, I could have seen it there. One thing is, as was mentioned earlier in this stream, there is this cave here from the very beginning of the game that you go into and then you come out this way. And that was the only cave that I saw that was like that until the hero's hideaway. Unless there was one that I missed somewhere earlier, which is always possible. So, like, I thought that this would be like a semi-normal thing that's used in this game. For like, go into one cave, come out another way, and then now you've unlocked a new area. But it just wasn't used for so much of the game until Hero's Hideaway that I forgot that that was even a thing that could happen. I forgot that that was a mechanic that the game had in fact introduced to me because I played it during the demo like a month ago. So the last time the mechanic was introduced was at the very beginning of the game, and then here was, you know, this cave next to something where it looks like I should be able to get up some other way. I just need to figure out how I hit that button, like it's almost within reach. And it turns out I needed to go into the cave. Because I come out the other way, when I hadn't seen that ever happen again since the beginning. So I wish that that was used a little bit more, or it would say like, hey, go on this one and you're probably gonna come out this hole, you know? I guess I later realized, oh, that other hole didn't have a cap on it, which means I just come out of that, I don't go into it. But because I forgot that was even a mechanic, because it wasn't really used all that much throughout the game, I just didn't think about it. I needed to Google how I even get the ice onion, because I never would have figured that out myself, you know? Was the case. And that one cave also, like, I feel like in caves like that, that have a warning of like, warning fire, warning ice, warning whatever the heck, you know? That should just be a warning. Be like, yeah, enter at your own discretion, but, you know, if you don't have the right gear yet, you might get screwed. I hoped that I could do that, but the game just straight up banned me from entering the cave until I had the gear that would make it possible for me to get through the fire stuff. I mean, what's the point of a fire dungeon if you're not allowed to go into it until you have the thing that makes fire no longer a threat anyway? I don't get it. Makes sense, man. I guess there's more point to it with like other Pikmin types and stuff like that. But it's still pretty annoying. Like, just the amount of inconfidence that the developers... I like these idle animations. Just the lack of confidence the developers seem to have in the player's own abilities and own choice was a little bit shocking. With both, you can't go into these caves until you have the right things, and two, the limit on how many you can throw at a time being the minimum amount for doing whatever task. Like, just let me throw more. I've played so much Pikmin. I know how to count. And new players that are getting into Pikmin in the first time, they'll figure it out. They'll figure out how to count. They start throwing and they count it in their head. Or they look at that number at the bottom right and see by how much it changes. Like if I need to throw 6 winged Pikmin or something like that for maximum speed on bringing a bullboard back home. I can look down and see that I have 27, and then I know that I need to throw until that number hits 21. You know, like promote some quick maths. That's what you do in Pikmin, but you just can't really do it in this game, unfortunately. So I wish that the developers gave the players a little bit more agency, but it felt like they were forcefully handholding a bit too much because I didn't want players to get hurt. Because, oh no, I entered this place because it recommended gear that I didn't have, but I entered it anyway. That's your own fault. Oh no, this thingamabob, it took 20 Pikmin, and I accidentally threw one into the abyss on trying to bring that down. That's your own fault, you miscounted. You know? Like, figure it out. It's not like it's a super highly skillful thing that you even need to figure out. It's just counting. You know? It's not like, I'm not trying to be like some Soulsborne type of elitist, where it's like, oh yeah, if you're struggling with the game, that's your fault, suck it up. There shouldn't be all these handholdy things like magic and mimic tier. You know, I'm not trying to be like that. I'm not trying to be like some Soulsborne elitist. But all it is just counting numbers. You know, just let me count numbers and let me enter the cave that warned me that I shouldn't enter without fire gear. Just give me the option. The warning was clearly there. It wasn't like it was gonna be, surprise, I need fire gear here. It clearly said at the beginning. You know, the only things that they didn't have confidence in the players doing here were counting and reading, apparently. And I don't like that. But yeah, you played the game wrong, you have to play the way Nintendo wants you to. Yeah, apparently so. So, while overall I did really like the gameplay of this game, those are, you know, two kind of minor things, but things that are just really annoying when you run into them. And the fact that I wasted an entire in-game day on the fact that it didn't let me enter that cave, that I had basically everything else done in that area but that one cave. I went to go do that cave and it's like, nope, you can't enter, you don't have flame stuff, and I couldn't really do anything. I was like, well, there's a day that went down the drain, and there's no option to just like restart the day from the very beginning. I wish that there was a button that was just like, there's end day, but I wish that there was also a button that said go to the beginning of this day. Like, I don't think rewind time, like I checked rewind time and it would just let you go to the beginning of whatever you selected there. I wish that you could go back to the beginning of the day and it would bring you back to this hub, and then you can go and do whatever you want to with that in-game day, you know? So, those are my complaints with the gameplay. Music? Yeah, let's move on to the soundtrack and music. Like, it was pretty alright. It was atmospheric enough. The title screen theme is really relaxing. You know, it fit the atmosphere that it needed to, but I don't think any of the themes from this game are things that I'm gonna be, you know, listening to my own time afterwards and stuff like that. I did like the use of some leitmotifs from throughout the series. In several instances, that was pretty cool and would give a nostalgic feeling. That was nice. But for the most part, I don't think there's really a whole lot to say about the soundtrack there. What other aspects? How about, like, visuals and aesthetics? Like, the graphics and things. Well, I guess aesthetics wouldn't play right into it. I'm just doing this in, like, the form. I'm just talking about this in the format of, like, my video essays and stuff like that. Aesthetics is more play experience. Which I guess I can talk about at the end here. The general graphics of this game are really darn good. You know? Like, the details on the plants and stuff, they look like real plants that you could go up to, touch the leaves of, and see, like, oh, what kind of plant is this, you know? Like, this was a very beautiful game. I do feel like with now so many, they're not humans, but, you know, humanoid characters, with so many of them compared to series past, I feel like it really exemplifies how ugly they are, but, you know, they have their own unique charm and stuff. It wasn't too bad, but, you know, some of them are a bit odd at times. Looking at you. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's just the Pikmin look there. I really like the look of Ochi, which is pretty cool there. Yeah, the graphics of this game were great. I wish that there was a few more options in the character creator, but man, it's not that big a deal. I think no matter who's playing and no matter what options you select, you have to always resign yourself to being ugly. I'm ugly and I'm proud. I'm ugly and I'm proud. Alright, and then I guess finally, story. There's not really much to talk about in terms of like a crazy narrative adventure in a Pikmin story, but the general format, I thought it was kind of neat. You know, like the first half is, or the very beginning, you're trying to rescue Almar / rescue the rescue corps, and turns out there's all these other people that you need to rescue. And here's a figure that looks like Almar that is leafing up other people and is leafed himself. And you have to spend the first arc of the game, you know, saving him, getting him from that safe, and unleashing him. And it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then here's Olimar saved. And then how it had like the Pikmin 2 format of there's a second half, Louis is still on the planet, and Louis is here to screw with you. You know, I thought that was pretty neat. It really felt like I was playing Pikmin 2 remastered or something like that. It says like it could have been repurposed in that sense there, or like, you know, a sequel with completely new gameplay, but you know, slightly different story, but generally the same kind. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It was kind of cool. Like the initial fake out credits, but it's like, nope, we gotta go back because there's this stuff with Louis, and now Louis is the main antagonist and stuff. I thought that was kind of neat. I enjoyed that. And like some of the parallels to previous games, like the fun little nods. Like here's the Copites, which aren't the 3 Copites from Pikmin 3, but they have the exact same color scheme, and there's 3 of them. It's totally not Alf, Brittany, and Charlie. And just like Alf, Brittany, and Charlie, Louis stole their fruit juice. I find that really funny. There was little bits like that were pretty fun to laugh about, you know. I thought that was pretty good. So, and I guess, you know, gameplay-wise, I already talked about the final boss a little bit as we were doing it, like right immediately after. But the short version is like, man, that was kind of spicy there. I do kind of wish that there was more of an opportunity to really get like all the main different Pikmin types before going into it. Like when you faced off against the Titan Dweevil in Pikmin 2, it was expected that you entered that cave with all sorts of different Pikmin types, and you needed to use all these different Pikmin types in order to get through it at the end there. Whereas with the final boss in this game, it was more like, you know, it's recommended that you bring in purples, blues, and whites. So you might have a lot of blues by the end, you might just have a few, and you might have mostly glow Pikmin at that point. But with the Candy Pop Buds, you're gonna get like 5 of each at the end there. Which, if you're not using glow Pikmin, like it very much felt like the final boss expected you to be using glow Pikmin. Because if you only have like 5 yellows, for example, to start taking down those like electric hoops and stuff, that's just not feasible. But how else would you have gotten yellows in there? Because you can only bring in 3 types initially, so it wouldn't have been possible. So I do kind of wish that there was more of an Apple opportunity at the end to get a more diverse Pikmin squad for the final boss, as opposed to just like, here's 5 yellows and 5 reds. You know, just get like some more Candy Pop Buds there, or maybe like a few thingamabobs that you can pluck. Because it didn't feel as reliant on needing the different elements as Pikmin 2. And Pikmin 2, you basically, I think, you might need to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain you needed those various different elements in order to break off the things. Actually, I think you didn't if you just timed it well, and yellow was the best one to use, because yellow is, the electricity would be like the one insta-kill, whereas the water and fire, you could whistle them off. So I think as long as you had yellows, you were good. So you didn't need them per se, but it was very reliant on those types. This final boss didn't feel as reliant on having the different Pikmin types, especially if you have glow Pikmin. But man, if you don't have a type that can correspond with taking out some of those things, at least on the electric phase, my goodness gracious, if you can't take out those, you are very screwed. I guess the game expects that you'll go in with some, and that gives you the warning like, oh, you all ran out of this type, do you want to rewind? Is it rewind time? You know, but if you're not using glow Pikmin, which it felt like was expected, but if you don't, let's say you don't have any glow Pikmin, so you can't use any, you don't have any in your pocket to use, and you only have 5 yellows, you are so screwed because the game didn't set you up well, and you didn't know what to anticipate there. So there really should have been like some more Candy Pop Bulbs at the end there. And like the final boss, generally speaking, I thought was pretty fine, except for one, the fact that it throws out a hitbox while it's getting up. Why? It's not like it's Smash Bros. A get-up attack or something like that. Or it's not like one of those video games where, you know, you knock some enemy to the ground and before they get up, they do like a get-up attack. Like they hit you with their feet or something like that. Or they do a swipe before they get up. He just gets up and somehow that damages you. I don't get it. It just throws out a random hitbox for the sake of throwing out a random hitbox. So it was kind of annoying, and I found myself, you know, eating some deaths that way with a, you know, Ochi there. Losing health all the way. So I feel like that hitbox was a little bit of BS. That one attack, that one like death stuff everywhere where it's just insta kills. Man, that was brutal. I can't complain about it too much thanks to the rewind feature. Like, they clearly put that in because I knew that there was, one, gonna be, like, they could help some newcomers, and two, like, they knew that they were throwing in enough BS that it might be warranted. And man. But at the same time, it would not be a Pikmin final boss without some absurd BS that could shred your Pikmin and make you go, oh my god, you know? It was pretty cool. I do wish that there was a little bit more of a challenge to some of the other phases, like the first phase, where it was just like generic dog. That one was really easy. Just like avoid the pillars as they come down, don't get slammed down, and, you know, let them charge into the rocks. There was basically no challenge to that at all. And I was pretty disappointed. I was like, there's gotta be more to this. This is friggin' easy peasy. The ice one wasn't too bad. You just try your best not to get hit by the snowballs, and you did have a lot to keep track of with the snowballs there, to make sure that you weren't getting hit by them. But, you know, it would really come down to how soon is he gonna attack you after you come out of that snowball, you know? It would also be made easier by the fact that if a snowball hit him, it would just get destroyed on the spot. They would only bounce off the walls. I feel like it would have been a lot more crazy and intriguing of a challenge if they could bounce off of him as well. And then you really did have to keep track of the snowballs for a while, and they just disappeared after so much time. As opposed to just like when they hit him, they're gone. Like, that ice one wasn't that much of a challenge, and I feel like if they made the snowballs bounce off of him, like, that could have made additional challenge that would have been really intriguing. Wait, was there a blue phase that he did? Because he did ice, and then I believe it was electricity, and then fire, and then, what the heck? And then the, glow phase. Maybe there wasn't a blue. Maybe, like, blue and ice were basically the same thing, Bob, then, in the same phase? I don't know. The electric one, yikes. Like, once I found out that you could take out the thingamabobs, it wasn't as bad. But that was mostly due to glow Pikmin. If I was relying on just the 5 yellow Pikmin that it sets you up with, it would have been so screwed. So I feel like for that phase specifically, they could have set us up with more yellow Pikmin. But, you know, I am glad that I could destroy those things. I didn't realize it at first. If those were undestroyable, I would have had a bit more complaints because I almost got through it without taking those out. And, like, the bazillion thingamabobs to hop over everywhere. But it was actually kind of cool, like, timing jumps and hopping across those. It was pretty neat. Pretty intriguing there. The fire one really didn't feel that bad at all. I feel like he should have either put out more of the fireballs for you to destroy, or they should have detonated sooner. It didn't feel like they were that big to deal with. It felt like the electric phase was a lot more of a threat. I feel like the fire one could have felt a little bit more threatening, in my personal opinion. But then, man, they saved the best for last there. Holy crap. That glow phase. I do feel like his attack where he was doing the insta-kill, like, beam straight thing across the ground could have extended farther. It seemed like it only extended halfway across the arena. I do wish that it went all the way across so you'd still have to, like, you know, kind of dodge around and stuff like that from afar instead of just being like, oh, well, he can't hit me here. But man, I don't know how I feel about that, you know, you try to get close to hit his tail, and then he's gonna roar, and then all your Pikmin are gonna run around into the insta-kill things. Like, man, that was pretty schnasty, but that's just, you know, hallmark of a Pikmin final boss right there, right? I am glad that if you run into one of those insta-kill spots with Ochi, it doesn't instantly kill all your Pikmin, it just kills 10. But even that is still, like, oof, you know? It's still a little bit. That was pretty schnasty. Oh, generally, I like the final boss, actually. I thought it was pretty cool. But I would definitely tweak some things if I was designing it there. Because it did feel a little bit odd in how I dealt with the final phase. Because it was like, when he's from far, he does this semi-beam across the ground thingamabob. I get close and he does that roar and completely screws me. If I get close enough to bait out the roar and then dip out so I don't get hit by it, he's just gonna immediately dip out to the next thing afterwards. So I can't just bait out the roar to create an opening and then counter, unfortunately. I wish I could. Like, I tried to use that as my strategy, but it really seems like you just have to try and commit between the beams and before he roars as best you can, or else, like, you get screwed there. I wish there was a bit more strategy there, because maybe there was. Maybe there was, and I just didn't realize it. But yeah, it really just felt like, get in there before he roars, or else you're gonna lose half your Pikmin, most likely. You know? It was pretty schnasty. But again, schnastiness and Pikmin final bosses do make sense, after all. But yeah, there was that. We've beaten Pikmin 3. I think that's my full review basically done. All in all, yeah, I love this game. This was great. So there's definitely some things I have, as complaints. There's definitely some things that I was able to bring up being like, yeah, I really wish that wasn't like that. But for the most part, this was really great. I am definitely going to be coming back to play more of this. I am going to try, like, assuming I have enough time before August here, which I should considering I did this in, like, the day after release. I would like to rescue all the castaways. I would like to see Olimar's story there. I wouldn't mind getting all the treasure and stuff. I know we got all the treasure in Pikmin 2. Like, we got all of the things in all the Pikmin games across this series of the complete Pikmin series on the channel. I'm not going to change that now. Explore 100% of all areas. Yeah, I might just do it, actually. And now I should be able to whiz through it and stuff. So this isn't the end of our adventure. I will definitely be playing some more. So I won't come to a verdict on this until after I've done everything. But this might be a serious contender for new favorite Pikmin game. With it fighting with Pikmin 2 for me. Might well be. This right here was a dang fine video game. I might stream something else tonight, but I've been streaming for 7 hours, and all I've eaten today is like some pancakes. Pancakes? I have the Pikmin sound on the mind there. Pancakes, jeez. And like a little bit of breakfast sausage, and that's it. And I've been streaming for 7 hours, so I might switch to streaming another game, but I gotta take a little bit of a chill pill first. Is the case. But I'm done with Pikmin for now. I honestly might just stream this again some more tomorrow. That's what I might be. It's probably not gonna be a super long break here. But I'm done with it for today. I beat it in the day after it came out. It's good enough for me. But I need to take a little bit of a chill pill from Pikmin now. That's what I gotta do. So, yeah. And if I switch to something else here, I'm gonna grab some food first. So, yeah. With that, thanks everyone who stopped by and hung out for this Pikmin adventure. Hope I'll see you again as we continue the Pikmin adventure. But yeah, that was a pretty cool video game. But until next time, take care and see you then.